All right. So Biden has come out and said in his American Families Plan that there's going to be an incentive in the plan to where for every child, for eligible child, which I believe is from ages 6 to
17,
you can get $250 per child for the every month. That's kind of what I'm reading into this, and it says for the rest of this year, from July to December. So it'd be 6 months times $250. It'd be
$1,500.
Biden wants to stretch this
until 2025.
which would mean that'd be $5,000 a year per child in this plan, in the American Families Plan, for this shtick, this part of the plan. It seems a lot like socialized finance to me. It sounds a lot like redistribution of wealth in a way that we have never seen or contemplated of doing. I don't know how the hell we're going to. How are we not going
to go bankrupt?
I know we're in deficit right now. How is our deficit not going to grow $20 trillion with all his proposals? I mean, he wants to cure cancer. That's a big...
Curing cancer.
All right. He wants to give $250 per child to people that make less than $150,000 if they're married and $75,000 if they're unmarried. He wants to somehow equalize pay for women, which I thought was already relatively equal, but I mean, I guess that's fine. I don't know how he's going to do that, but he wants to. What else does he want to do? He wants Medicare. He's dropping the age of Medicare to 60. He's giving an option for 60. He's doing too much. I don't see how we're going to have enough money to do all this. And I know he's raising taxes on the rich, and that's important, but I don't know who's crunching his numbers for him. Is he doing it himself? Because I don't want Joe Biden doing
math
for the United States. I don't want these politicians. I don't want Nancy Pelosi doing it. I don't want Kamala Harris doing it. I really don't even want his advisors doing it, because he picked his advisors based on demographics. He picked his advisors based on what they looked like and where they were from, and not what they had done and where they, their education and their experience. He didn't pick them based on that. So I don't really know if I want any of them doing it, because I feel like they're going to lead us down a rabbit hole that you cannot get out of. You cannot get out of the rabbit hole they want to bring us to. Because once people get used to the younger Medicare, which that's okay with me if it's just one thing. Once people get used to these stimulus checks that per child, these $5,000 per child for lower income families, once they get used to these things, it's like, and the women thing, I don't know how they're going to work that out. I don't know how they're going to
do that.
Once people get used to these things, they're not going to want to have them go away. So what are you going to do? You're going to strip people of these benefits when you realize that there's no money. There's no way possible to do it. You're incentivizing people having children. You're incentivizing people, unmarried people having children. These incentives they're trying to push for are going to lead the country in a way that is not conducive for a society that the United States is or wants to be. It's going to be less free. Oh yeah, he's going to give 4 years of education to children. I think pre-K is going to be paid for now. I don't know how college is going to work out. Something with tuition. So I mean, it's free community college. It's just everything can't be free.
It can't be free.
Everything can't be free. Everything can't be free, man. How are the people that went to community college the year before Biden passes this? How are they gonna feel? Like, what's gonna go on with that? Like, how are you gonna mend these issues? Are they grandfathered in? What's gonna go on? Generally, you can pick two of the things that Biden called for. There's, I believe, 6 or 7 big points: Medicare, women, children, free community college for the younger kids, tax credit for children. Those might be the 5. Those might be the big 5. I just said something about drugs, about haggling with drug makers, which is a big one. I actually like that. That's less important. And then I'm sure there's something about foreign aid. I'm sure he's gonna do something with foreign aid. And it's just how are we gonna do it? You're just raising taxes on a few people and expect that to be able to work? He said last night that the 1,000 richest people in the country grew their wealth by $4 trillion. Okay, we'll tax them at a 5% higher rate. 5% of $4 trillion is $80 million, $80 billion. I can tell you right now, $80 billion isn't fucking doing it, man. That's not going to do that. Or is it $80 billion? It's $200 billion. $200 billion ain't doing it. It ain't doing all that, dude. $200 billion is not doing everything Biden wants to do. And I don't see how the hell, what is he thinking? Like, what is he thinking about? He's just off his rocker, and he needs to be told, he needs to be calmed down, because you can't do all these things.
And cure cancer.
Oh, I forgot he's trying to cure cancer. That's the big one. I hope it works. I hate cancer too, but how you gonna do it, man? How you gonna do it?